In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to perform an ugly whip or overcast stitch. This is a super basic beginner stitch, and you're going to start by taking your threaded needle and pulling it through from back to front so that your your thread and your knot are encased inside of your project and it's not visible. Then you're going to start moving your needle 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch from your initial and pre-existing stitches, and you're just going to wrap around. You're going to go back up through the bottom and pull. You're going to go back up from the bottom and pull. And you want to have your stitches be close together, because if you're using this on something that's like a stuffed plushie monster, for example, and these stitches aren't secure enough, you're either going to have stuffing pop out of your project, your stitches are going to be weak and they're going to break, and they won't be as pretty as they could. Sometimes your stitches don't want to go where you want them to, so what you can do is you can take your needle, slide them over to where you want them to fall, and adjust them manually that way. Now again, it's called the ugly stitch for the reason. The finish on these types of stitches just don't lend themselves to being as perfect as a mechanical stitch. But this Overcast-Whip-Ugly stitch is one of the most secure stitches that you can perform on a garment or something that needs to be secured very well. So it's a good learning opportunity. And I'm going to take a couple more bites around. If I was going to close this all the way around, I could just go all the way. Make one more. I'll do one more. I didn't like how that last stitch fell. There we go. And now you see that I've got this really enclosed burrito, this little taco shell, if you will. And if I put my finger on the inside of this project, I'm pushing fairly hard. You cannot see any of my finger, any of my skin. That's how you know you've got a nice, secure, ugly stitch. To tie that off, you're simply going to do it just like all your other stitches, where you go through one of your last stitches, pull your needle through this bubble, and pull it tight. And again, for security of your stitch, do that once more, and then you are able to snip your thread. And there you have an ugly whip overcast stitch.